As someone who was really looking forward to Damsel, Netflix's latest fantasy adventure starring Millie Bobby Brown, I can't help but feel a sense of disappointment after watching it. This movie had so much potential, an intriguing premise, a talented young actress, and the backing of a major streaming platform. Yet, somewhere along the line, things went terribly wrong, and Damsel ended up being a lackluster and unfulfilling experience. Let me break down where I think this film stumbled. The first major issue, in my opinion, was the weak and shallow script. While the core idea of a princess being tricked into marrying a prince only to be sacrificed to a dragon is undeniably fascinating, the writing failed to flesh it out into a truly compelling narrative. The dialogue often felt stilted and unnatural, making it hard for me to get fully invested in the characters or their plights. There was a severe lack of depth, both in terms of world building and character development, which left me feeling disconnected from the story. But even if the script had been stronger, the shoddy visuals and unconvincing CGI would have still been a major roadblock to my enjoyment. As a fan of fantasy adventures, I expect to be transported to a magical, awe-inspiring realm. However, Damsel's environments and effects looked cheap and artificial, constantly reminding me that I was watching a movie rather than being immersed in a believable world. The dragon, which should have been the centerpiece of the film, was particularly underwhelming. It looked more like a video game creation than a fearsome cinematic beast. Perhaps the most significant letdown for me was the lack of genuine peril or visceral danger throughout the film. Despite the premise promising a harrowing fight for survival against a deadly dragon, I never truly felt a sense of risk or stakes. Millie Bobby Brown gave her all, but the subpar production values and unconvincing CGI undermined any sense of real threat. Without that palpable tension, the supposed high-stakes scenario lost all impact, reducing the film to a paint-by-numbers fantasy adventure devoid of excitement or true suspense. I was also disappointed by Damsel's failure to truly subvert the damsel in distress trope, as it had promised. While the premise hinted at an empowering tale of a young woman taking control of her destiny, the execution fell flat, delivering a rather conventional and safe fantasy narrative. The film missed so many opportunities. Here's hoping that if we do get a sequel, it can course correct and deliver the compelling, empowering fantasy adventure that Damsel promised but failed to deliver.